Hi there and welcome back to my channel, and also I guess to the first official astrology video where I'm actually going to be teaching you something rather than just rambling on about my interest in astrology. This is actually the second time I'm sitting down to film this video, and I was just editing the first time and I was just watching myself and I was thinking, like, the footage was just so boring. I had prepared everything. The lighting was perfect, my outfit was perfect, my makeup was so glowy, I was so into the whole look, but I'm talking and I'm like, I am making no sense, and two, the sense I am making is the most boring sense ever. So I decided to just sit down on my floor and talk to you here about astrology in my oversized Deadpool sweater and t-shirt, and I don't know, I feel like this is gonna go better. So what I want to talk to you about today is just basically the definition of astrology. What is it? Yeah, what is it, right? Because is it a science? Is it an art? It's not something you study in school, right? It's in fact, it's something that's usually passed down. You know, usually the people who, astrologers often either teach themselves or learn from someone who taught themselves. So when it comes to that, exactly what is the subject talking about? You know, what are we looking at when we look at astrology? Astrology is two parts of that word, astro and logy. Astro means stars, logy means study, so astrology is the study of the stars. In the very beginning of time, astrology and astronomy were kind of the same subject, actually. Astrology now means the actual scientific study of the stars and celestial bodies, I guess, in general. And that's, that's the thing that you'll be studying in school. That's the way planets move and how dense things are and all of that. Astrology has taken a turn. Astrology is no longer an academic subject. It's something that people pursue kind of off on their own. It's not part of the core curriculum that we're sent off to in high school and all of that. What's important to note is that there are many different ways of looking at astrology. As I mentioned before, there's no governing body of astrology. There's no one sitting there telling us what the rules are or should be. So most people, or many people, come to it kind of with their own take and their own belief system around it. There are some people who truly believe that what happens in, the heavens directly affects what happens on Earth, and there's some people, again, out there who don't think anything of it. What I believe is kind of somewhere in the middle, and this is the belief systems that resonate most with me are somewhere in the middle. Basic idea is that there's no cause and effect relationship in astrology. The position of Mars at a certain time, or the sun at a certain time, or the relationship between two planets at a time in space is not directly causing a person to act a certain way or an event to turn out a certain way. Really, the difference is that we're just looking at things that tend to happen around the same time. Very basically, say the sun is in Leo when a child is born. We're not saying that the sun caused this Leo child to act like a Leo. We're more noticing that children born around the time that the sun is in Leo happen to act a certain way. So astrology in this case is not causing anything in particular to happen. We're just noticing when one thing happens, another thing tends to happen around the same time or act in the same sort of way. When we start looking at astrology in this way of correlation rather than causation, it really frees us up. You don't have to assign strict definition to anything. We don't have to look for distinct answers or clear-cut answers to anything. We don't have to confine our beliefs or observations to a set of rules. Another way I like to think about this is just kind of storytelling. The celestial bodies above us, when they're moving in a certain way or interacting a certain way, or when they're in certain positions, they're all characters in a story or characters in a play. They interact on the stage that is the night sky, and depending on how close they are to each other, where they are on that stage, different things come up, and basically their movements, their actions, their interactions start writing a story for us. And from that story, we can pull whatever we want. We can take the morals that mean the most to us, we can apply them in the ways that we want, we can find overarching themes that we enjoy and that make sense to us and can help us through anything that we may be struggling with or might be struggling with in the future. And at the end of the day, that's all astrology really is. It's giving us one frame of reference to apply to our own lives. And so you can take from it what you want, you can leave what you want, and you can use it in any way, shape, or form that you want. So that's basically it. That's your very general primer to astrology. And with that understanding, you're prepared to go in and dive in more into the details and the signs and the planets and what everything means and kind of the more esoteric side of it. And bring it all back down to earth at the end. I'm excited to make more videos. I think I'm gonna stick to the floor because this is a whole lot more comfortable than the very formal setup I was trying to do earlier. And yeah, that's it. All right, have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.